So Kai called and he said he had something good for me, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll whenever I walk in here. So he said something crazy happened. So
what's up, man?
What's up? What you got? I just started rolling before I even walked in, just in case it was something real good, you know.
Yeah. Man, I think you're gonna like it. Something I normally wouldn't show nobody because it's super embarrassing, but you'd be mad if I didn't tell you about it. So, can we show it to you?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable, I tell you. Oh man, man. You try to get all your ducks in a row. Oh, Claude looks good with that motor in it, don't it?
It does look good.
Well, that's kind of what I was wanting to show you, man. Check this out.
Golly.
It's terrible. That looks like Justin Swansham at Maple Grove with the quarter mile down there. But, I know you ain't seen the car yet, but look at the paint starting to bubble.
That's crazy.
I know you ain't seen it yet, but it don't look like this no more. Like, we just worked our ass off and got it almost back to like it was. You know, it's my favorite car. It was heartbreaking, man. See that brand new battery charger I just bought? It's on fire right there. Yeah.
What's it, burning out the tailpipe down there too?
Yeah. So apparently one of the exhaust valves were open. Yeah.
Damn.
Good thing we had tailpipes. That would be under the car in the header.
But everything's back together now, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll go out there and show
That's
it to you.
good. Yeah.
So, as y'all seen, we went through a long, drawn-out process of pulling everything back out of the car, pressure washing it, cleaning it, scrubbing it, polishing it, and it's back to this. Looks a hell of a lot better than it did. I think in some of the pictures y'all can see how this whole motor was solid black. It was all the exhaust underneath it was solid black. It was the brand new headers were completely black. All these hoses, every hose in here. Like we had just pumped all this, and all of them was melted. Like it was just double work the whole time. So, long story short, it was a long, drawn-out process to get the car kind of back to where it was. Let's see, here's some of the, oh yeah, here's some of the shit. Right, this is what, I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's all melted. But anyway, we just put a brand new Fuel Tech harness in the car. It was, it didn't even get a chance to start the motor. It did light the fire though. So anyway, in a nutshell, what happened was, it was all brand new fuel lines, brand new everything. There was a little bit of trash in them. We went to start the engine for the first time, and the injectors were stuck because there was trash in them. So it hydro-locked the motor. So I told Sunshine to unplug the cam sync, the crank sensor, and the fuel pump, because this car here didn't have a kill for the ignition, which we don't have now. But anyway, long story short, I didn't get out and clarify. Sunshine really don't know shit about Fuel Tech harnesses, so he didn't know where the plugs were. So he pretty much just unplugged the fuel pump. That was all he unplugged. So we had no fuel, but we had fuel in the cylinders, and we had plenty of fire. So went to roll it over to shoot the gas out of the spark plug holes to get it from being hydro-locked, and y'all seen what happened. It was bad. Like, it blew all these doors out. Like, you see all this up here? All this busted up stuff. All three of these doors blew out at one time. Just boom! And we couldn't push the car out. That was my first instinct. I wanted to push this car out to where at least if I lost one car, it wouldn't be three cars. You know, because Jangling sitting over here, just as pretty as it could be, right beside a hell of a fire. So, this car over here is kind of sentimental to me. It was my uncle's car that died. We call it Ray Ray. And I really don't do nothing with it. I just keep it and, you know, wipe it down every now and then. But I'm the one that messed it up, as I've seen the video. Because when it all happened, I was raising hell with them. I was like, man, who the hell threw a hoodie on Ray Ray? Watching the video, it was me. I threw the hoodie. But I was over here somewhere around this tire, because both of these tires were on fire. These tires are on fire. There was a rag over there in that corner on fire. And of course, the hoodie that I was beating that tire out with, it caught on fire in my hand. So I chunked it. And I didn't realize it, but I chunked it right on top of that car. So, you know, I had this car burning. I set that car on fire. Luckily, this car didn't ignite, because right on the other side of it is 3 or 4 drums of M1 alcohol. So if that would have lit off, that probably would have leveled my house. So, you know, I normally don't show people our mistakes that we make. But this in here puts the icing on the cake. This is the biggest we ever had here at my shop or my house. So it's just kind of hard to keep a gym like this, you know, to myself. And kind of show y'all how much work we go through. I mean, look at it now. That happened a day and a half ago. So we pulled everything out of it, all the way to the rear end. Cut all the old wiring out of it. We got everything ready to go back. Got Warren coming back. Guy that wires all the Fuel Tech for us. He'll be back over here Tuesday, right after Christmas. He's gonna wire it all up, and we're gonna try to get ready to go to the pad wars down there on the 1st. So we'll see how it goes. That was our plan to begin with. We didn't realize we was gonna completely have to rebuild the car before we went, but we're pretty much right back to where we was before we was gonna crank the car, except for the harness. I've already called Fuel Tech, and I actually got the harness sitting in there on the kitchen table. So we're good to go on that. It messed the paint up, as you can see. Just missing a fender here. We just took this fender off and sent it down there to Jeffrey, my paint guy in Holden, Louisiana. He's gonna paint the fender. He's gonna repaint the hood. We're going to get a new windshield wiper because this one here melted off. Got so hot it cracked the windshield, which I ain't really worried about that too much. I'll put a windshield in it eventually. But yeah, for the extremity of what happened here, this is best case scenario. I mean, old Claude's still in good shape. None of my other cars are hurt except for that car. The fender on it's burnt, but I can't blame nobody but myself. So yeah, so I hope y'all enjoy. Cost me a shitload of money, and in my mind, this car will never be as nice as it was. But I think we got it pretty much close back to what it was. It was a lot of work. I mean, we were literally scrubbing the frame and everything with toothbrushes trying to get it back right. So it's the best we could do. And I figure in a couple days, old Claude will be ready to run again. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll probably post some videos of popping some wheelies on the street or something.